is now joining us from outside the Bombay High Court. Vidya was in fact, reporting on the proceedings of the court today. Vidya, give us a sense of the arguments that went down and what worked in Uddhav Thackeray's favor.
The fact that he had filed an application, not him personally, the secretary of his party had filed an application way back in August 22, as well as they repeated the application again on August 26. And for nearly 20 days, the BMC did nothing about that application. There was not a single movement that happened on the application. But the moment a petition is filed in the Bombay High Court, immediately the BMC not just takes a decision, it actually sends across a letter asking for the say of Mumbai police. Mumbai police immediately replies, and in the next 2 hours, not just is the BMC filing, asking for a report from BMC, from the police give a report, and on that report the application is rejected. And all this happens on that very day, on 21st, when the application is actually circulated. On 21st, when the petition was filed on September 20, September 21 was the day when the lawyer of the petitioners had given, at around 1 p.m., he had given the petition to the BMC as well as, in this entire case. But instead of actually, going ahead and filing a reply, they actually took an immediate decision in the next 2 hours. That is something that the Bombay High Court said was not a bona fide move, and they actually set aside that order. So certainly the court was of the view that they need not go into the politics of who, Eknath Shinde faction is, who is leading the Uddhav Thackeray faction, what's really happening and all that, because that is before Supreme Court, that is before the Election Commission of India. So the court said that I really do not need to go into all this. The court said that we'll just look into whether the application that was filed by these people, whether that was bona fide, whether the order that was passed subsequent to that was bona fide. Of course, the Sarvankar's camp, which is the Eknath Shinde camp, they actually said that even their application was rejected. But the court noted that they were not the ones who had come here challenging that rejection. It was only the Uddhav Thackeray camp. And certainly looking into these, with the court saying very clearly that the action of the BMC was
Vidya,
not
I'll let you catch up on your breath right now. Vidya, of course, has run out of the courtroom and is outside right now reporting for us. Arvind Sawant of the Shiv Sena is joining us on the phone line right now, Member of Parliament. Mr. Sawant, a big win for your camp over there. You can hold your Dussehra rally at Mumbai's Shivaji Park on October 5th, sir.
I think Honorable Uddhav Thackeray, the chief of the Shiv Sena party, was all calmly saying that continuously, that we will get the permission and I will address the rally from Shivaji Park. The way the Honorable Court has given the decision, we are very much thankful to you. The truth has prevailed. That is much more important. The tradition has prevailed. And it was traditionally Shiv Sena who was holding that rally on this very ground for last 55 years, was granted the permission by the Honorable Supreme Court. The Honorable Supreme Court has passed pictures on both police and municipal corporations for deviating the issue in a different manner, and therefore we are thankful to the Honorable Court. Now we will conduct the rally, and this will be historical rally. The day before, yesterday, when the rally of the Booth Pramukhs was held at Goregaon, that also was a historical one. Mammoth crowd was there. This time it will be again, we will break our own record, and Honorable Uddhav Thackeray will address the rally over there.
Right. So while the court, of course, said that anything...
Patience always delivers.
Okay, patience always delivers, sir. While the court today, of course, you seem extremely elated and happy over there, Arvind Sawant speaking to India Today. Sir, just stay on with us. The question also is, while the court today, of course, the observations were in your favor, but it came down heavily on the BMC as well. Ram Kadam of the Bharatiya Janata Party is on the phone line with us right now as well. राम जी, आप इस डिसीजन को कैसे देखते हैं? क्योंकि बॉम्बे हाई कोर्ट ने तो कह दिया है कि शिवसेना जो उद्धव ठाकरे जिनको लीड करते हैं, वो अपनी दशहरा रैली शिवाजी पार्क में ही करेंगे और 5 तारीख को ही करेंगे अक्टूबर के.
There are 2 points. First of all, when Penguin Sena, we call it Penguin Sena, which is under the leadership by the Uddhav Thackeray, when they have applied to the Mumbai Municipal Corporation for the permission, And at the same time, Shiv Sena, which leads by the Eknath Shinde, Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra, so both the factions, when they applied, so administrative authorities took the decision not to give permission to anyone. Now, everything is in the court of law. So when Honorable High Court has given permission to one of the factions, so whatever the decision given by the court, we welcome that decision. But as a government, we did not oppose. This is what we have to
but Mr. Shinde's faction did try to implead into the case. Mr. Deepak Kesarkar, Minister in the Maharashtra government, is on the phone line with us right now. Mr. Kesarkar, isn't this a little embarrassing for your faction? Because as has been tradition, Uddhav Thackeray-led Shiv Sena will hold its Dussehra rally at Shivaji Park in Dadar on October 5th. And the court has come down very heavily on the BMC, saying you cannot provide adequate evidence that there will be a law and order situation on that day.
Madam, I will not like to make any comment on what court has decided, but and I am also not aware whether this decision will be challenged or not, because which is the real Shiv Sena is yet to be decided by Supreme Court, and on the basis that this was rejected by BMC, so it was for BMC to look into it, because the specific reservation is Shiv Sena Dussehra Mehava. That means it should be held by the real Shiv Sena, and which is the real Shiv Sena is yet to be decided, and that matter is in the Supreme Court. So at this point of time,
no, but
I'll not.
Mr. Kesarkar, the Bombay High Court has also categorically specified. The Bombay High Court has also categorically specified that they are not going into the politics of it as to who is the real Shiv Sena, the case before the Supreme Court or the case before the Election Commission of India. This is purely the application to hold a rally on Dussehra day at Shivaji Park. That's it.
That is true, but the reservation, whatever I know, the reservation is Shiv Sena Dussehra Mehava, not Dussehra Mehava, because the days are precisely given for specific items, and this says, so whatever court has decided is binding on us. But nobody should say that this is our victory, because it is on technical point that on law and order basis the permission was denied. It was not on the basis of what I mentioned here. So that point was not discussed at all in the court. That is what actually I'm touring. I don't know what happened in the court.
Will you be challenging this in court, sir?
Court gives,
in a higher court?
That is for court? That is for our leaders to decide, because just now it has come. So I don't know whether they are going to challenge or not. But still, I feel that whatever decision is given by the court is binding on everybody.
Okay. Mr. Kesarkar, thank you so much for joining us. Also, thank you to Mr. Arvind Sawant and Ram Kadam, who joined us earlier as well. So a big win there for the Uddhav Thackeray-led Shiv Sena faction. They can hold their Dussehra rally on October 5th at Shivaji Park in Mumbai, as has been the party's tradition for the last 55 years.